we are not here to make speeches. When I heard you say we give a keynote address, I got a bit frightened because we have come to listen. So I'm together with the Director General of the National Planning Commission, and my colleagues who are here, the ED directors, both from the National Planning Commission and the Ministry of Finance and Public Enterprise. So we value this engagement with the civil society, and I'm actually happy to see that the civil society is becoming more dynamic and more colorful in the sense that I also see something from the financial sector here. So I think it's Florence, I see you are sitting behind there, so you have invaded the space of the civil society. And I see Jason here is representing Nasia, but this is good for us because it makes life easy for us because we do not have to engage in smaller groups. If we can come together as a broader group, it's going to make our conversation more richer, and it's something that we appreciate. Dr. Clemens, thank you very much for supporting this event. I fully agree with you that people who are in the same family must have a conversation, sometimes difficult conversations. Sometimes they quarrel, but they must remember that they live in the same house, so they still have to live together and solve problems together. So last year when we had a discussion with you, we mentioned that the time to influence what is going to be in the budget is exactly now, during the mid-year of the budget implementation process. Because policy pronouncements are made now in October when we table the mid-year budget. Because the idea is really for the mid-year budget is really make some policy statements or announcements as to what is likely to be in the budget in the following year. So we are harvesting these ideas so that we can start to work on them, so that by the end of the year we will have harvested all the ideas that we believe we can accommodate in the next financial year. So this is the right moment if you really want to make a meaningful contribution into what is to go to the budget. In fact, we are changing the process a little bit, significantly, because we only want to budget only once, and this is what we have been telling the ministries and agencies that I'm talking to. We started a conversation with them today, and this conversation is going on, this consultation is going to continue for the next 2 weeks or so. And our message has been, we only want to budget once. We don't want to budget twice anymore. Because it has become a culture that you don't do budget, you don't do a proper budget for the main budget, and we hope that come the midterm, so there will be resources made available. So we don't think that's productive. We don't think that's the right way of doing things. The right way of doing things in our belief is that we have to budget only once. Let's make sure that we do a proper job at the beginning of the year, and during the midterm, it's only really we have to reallocate resources. It's only where there's some emergencies that cropped up in the execution of the budget that we not foreseen and that are unavoidable. Anything that is avoidable, it must be budgeted properly at the beginning of the year. So that's a process that we have started, and that's how we want to move forward. So in terms of the macro picture, I can just give you some what we see at the moment. We're still putting some numbers together. We see, the world economy, although stable, still experiencing some difficulties. Growth is still projected to be in the region of 2.8, 3%, around about there. So these numbers may change because there are many developments in the world economy that may impact negatively on the growth in the world economy. Supply disruptions, we have seen that caused inflation in many countries of the world. I don't think there's any country that has not been touched by inflation. So we are feeling it here. In fact, for the first time, I'm seeing inflation in a lot of markets in the region of 7-8%. That's something that I have not seen in the textbook when I was studying economics. So these are normal times, and it looks like COVID has had a significant impact on that. The fact that supply disruptions during COVID really affected the economies quite significantly. The fact that interest rates went down quite significantly during that time. So now these things are being reversed because it has actually created a lot of supply pressures. So that is impacting all of us. Of course, the war in Ukraine is also helping the situation because of that. Commodity prices for things like wheat and fuel have gone up quite significantly. So this is what we see in the global economy. So stable, but a very difficult environment. So there's also some geopolitical tension that is also it's creating more tension in the global economy, which is not good for economic growth. With Namibia, so fortunately, after a number of years where the economy has not been growing, we have started to see the economic growth since 2021, and even last year, 2022, we have seen some positive numbers in terms of the growth of the economy. 3.5 in 2021 was actually revised upward, and 4.6 in 2022. So these numbers, we have not seen them for quite a long time, but I should hasten to say that growth is still not very balanced. It's coming from the mining sector, and as you know, the mining sector is not a big employer of people, so it's contributing to the GDP of the country, but very concentrated. So we need to work very hard to ensure that growth becomes very broad-based, so that we can start to feel the impact. Because when you talk to people, the youth, you tell them the economy is great, I don't see that I'm still unemployed. Or the lady who's selling Kapana, I said, some of my clients have not come back. So we need to work very hard to ensure that it's growth-based economic growth taking place. Inflation, as I've already said, it's a worldwide phenomenon. It's starting to ease, but it will probably take a while before it comes back to where it was before COVID came. But the fortunate thing is that we have started seeing a downward pressure, a downward trend with that inflation. Doesn't mean that prices are not growing, just means that they are going to grow at a slower pace than before. So in terms of what we think should be priorities, and these are early days, so there is a significant backlog on education, especially on infrastructure, but we also believe that education as a sector needs broad reform. The Minister of Education had a conference last year, which basically more or less produced ideas that were there before as to what needs to be done to reform the education sector. So we're now working with the Minister of Education to see how do we support this reform agenda, not only with money, because sometimes we think that money is a problem, but if we don't have the capacity to execute this reform agenda in a way that is cost effective, we will not make a dent in our education sector. So we're trying to see how best do we organize ourselves as government to deliver on these reform objectives. The issue of health, again, significant backlog in terms of improving health infrastructure. Again, we've already spent a great deal of resources in our education sector and our health sector. We also need to find better ways of delivering these services. but it also means that we still have to continue to invest in upgrading health infrastructure and the provision of health services, especially to ensure that they have the personnel that they need to deliver these services. Housing, I think it's something that that goes without. It's something that we all agree with, that we need to invest more into housing opportunities to allow people to have a place they can call their home. You know, giving them not everybody a roof, but at least having a place where they will have the basic amenities. Water is another sector that we think is an important area that needs focus. Of course, we still have to look after the poor, because sometimes we just think about ourselves, but we forget that there are people who we should not leave behind. So strengthening the safety net, it's something that we will continue to look at, so that we do not leave the most vulnerable people behind. So that's more or less the thing. As I said, these are early ideas. So we still have to harvest all this information and see how we can allocate resources that are going to address some of these priority areas. And we are looking forward to get more information from you. And you must not give up. You may give us ideas, and you may think that these ideas are not very useful. No, we are listening. Maybe just to remind you, we have introduced a zero VAT on sanitary pads. It came from a conversation with the civil society. So we do listen. So please don't shy away from talking to us. We will appreciate those ideas, and we will do our best to incorporate those ideas in the budget formulation. Let me leave it there. We said we have come to listen. I think the DG will come in some other time towards the end. But so let's start the conversation.